Number 9 is a weird question that's not worded very well. One of these days I'll actually change it on the little paper that I got for you there, but until that day comes. So there's this weird condition in these black cats with these rounded curled ears. I'll show you a picture of it if I haven't shown you already. But it ended up being this really big thing, and everybody wanted these curly-eared cats. I don't really understand who likes cats. And if you say you like them, you lie. You don't really like them. But regardless, it says that how would you determine whether the curled allele is dominant or recessive? So all they're really wanting you to do is that whole idea of a test cross. And so if you take this cat and you mate with non-curled phenotypes, excuse me, depending on the offspring, so there's a couple different conditions. If you have all I guess we'd say no curled ears, then no curled, then that means it's got to be recessive. And if you have any so there's one scenario. If you have any with curls, then that means it's got to be dominant. That's all they're really trying to get you to see with that. So B, they're asking you to determine how are we going to figure out how would we select for true breeding. So we would know that it's true breeding whenever it only produces curled offspring, whenever it's made with other curls. So curl with curl always equals curl. Kind of a dumb way of putting it, but that's how it is. And then the third part, it says, how would you know that they're true breeding? So a true breeding curl cat is going to have to be homozygous, so that means all of their offspring always curled when test crossed. When crossed with similar. There's lots of different ways to say that. You could talk about the opposite of that, like if you were going to cross it with a normal cat, and say you knew if it was heterozygous, if it was homozygote, then you could make predictions and look at what their offspring would be, and lots of different ways to go. Kind of a weird question, probably not something that you'll see on the test.